This is LBC News.
It is 7:22. As we've been hearing, the former rugby league star Kevin Sinfield has been knighted for his work supporting people with motor neurone disease. The fundraising began after his teammate Rob Burrow was diagnosed.
The courage and bravery he showed is still rippling and ripping right through the M&D community and the rugby codes. Sport across the UK is still, people want to talk to me about Rob all the time, so he's never out of my thoughts.
Well, Dame Helen Mirren and authors Julia Donaldson and Mallory Brackman are also among those who've been recognised in the King's Birthday Honours list. There's quite a long list of people. We're going to find out a little bit more about it now. I'm joined by Lesley Hussell, an awards and honours expert at Awards Intelligence. Thank you very much, Lesley, for being with us this morning. You obviously
My pleasure, David.
I'm sure you would have been looking at this list of people with great interest when it arrived. Yeah. We mentioned Kevin Sinfield there, Sir Kevin Sinfield, and a few of the names. Were there any that caught your attention? Maybe any surprises in there?
I'm just talking about Kevin Sinfield. What's a surprise? Astonishing achievements, but it's astounding how fast he's been promoted from CBE, which was the medal he was awarded only in 2023, in 3 years up to knighthood, and it's a mark of the incredible efforts he's put for the charity fundraising for MND. Also, the knighthood criteria of having the respect of his peers, which he absolutely does. And would it be a popular choice? And yes, there have been campaigns, there have been petitions. It's a massively popular accolade. Never seen in living memory such a rapid promotion from CBE to knighthood, but massively deserved. I've identified also two themes. One is starting small, and the other is never too late. Starting small, Dave Fishwick, Bank of Dave, immortalised in film, he started in Burnley in Lancashire, a little community bank, the Burnley Savings and Loans, because after the credit crunch, the big banks were refusing to give loans to small businesses, and that's something which has mushroomed. Another example of starting small, I think, is the founders of Wallace and Gromit. They've been given knighthoods today, so now Sir Peter Lord and Sir David Spraxton start as a little plasticine model-making workshop in Bristol, and now obviously they're global. And my other theme is never too late. So we've seen MBEs today for the Black Sabbath guitarist Tommy Romey for his charity work. Now, he founded the band in 1968, and he's the only remaining founder member. And also Anika Rice, the broadcaster. Now, she's been on our screen since the 1980s, 1990s, and finally today she gets her MBE again for charity work. And interestingly, at Awards Intelligence, we have done some data modelling, and the value of an MBE over lifetime in terms of increased earnings can be between £75,000 and £200,000, we found.
Wow.
That's in increased salary, it's in senior roles, better paid positions you may be offered, it's in landing better funding, greater support for your charity, advisory fees, speaker fees. So deservedly winning an honour, yes, it gives you trust and it gives you a platform for your charity, for your community project, but also there can be that financial benefit, as well as going to the palace or going to Windsor Castle and that memorable day in which the gong is pinned to your chest.
So, I mean, we do hear people questioning, is the honours system relevant anymore? Do people take any notice? What you're suggesting is people actually do take notice if you can even put a monetary figure on it.
Yeah, completely. It's a joyful occasion because it's shining a spotlight on the best of British achievement at a time when out there in the world, in the global world, it's a very competitive landscape, and if we can show what Britain can do, that's a brilliant thing. And yes, we talk about the celebrities, but 90% of the people on the list are the ordinary people doing extraordinary things. And if you know somebody in your community or business life who's a trailblazer, a community hero, an innovator pushing forward the economy, you can nominate them for an honour. You can go onto the government website, there's a form you can download and you fill it in, or you can talk to us at Awards Intelligence and we will give you a free and honest assessment of what your chances are, and then help you through the process, which can be quite lengthy and cumbersome, gathering the evidence to prove what has that person done, what's the impact, what have they changed for the better to make Britain a better place.
You've led me on to my next question there, because you say, look at what their chances are. A lot of people, some of these people, it's obvious why they've been honoured for it, but then there are a lot of questions over where the line is, what you need to be to get one of these. Is there a hard and fast answer to that?
It's simply, I say simply, it's making a difference in a field in which we care about. So it could be, for example, one of the people on the list today, Dr. Rod Mackenzie from Cambridge. He has revolutionised pre-hospital emergency care. What's that? It's the care you get at the roadside after an accident, when the ambulance arrives, before you get to hospital. Woman in Wales, Ali Houghton, she lends prom dresses and suits free of charge to disadvantaged pupils. Una McCulloch in Northern Ireland, for 40 years she's been teaching lace making to stop it dying out as an art. All these people, if they don't come to the attention of the powers that be because they're not famous, they need to be put forward. So please, put somebody forward if you think they're worthy.
If I had to sound a bit of a critical note, that the argument that a lot of people made, and some of the names you've mentioned there have clearly achieved a lot in their field. They've gone above and beyond, and they've been recognised for that. But you see honours, you see knighthoods, you see various gongs handed out to people maybe in the political world, and it seems to a lot of people looking at from the outside in that people in a sphere like politics, they get an honour just for having done their job for a period of time, whereas normal people like you and me, have to do an awful lot of work to be recognised in that way. Is it fair?
I think there is a tradition, certainly on the political parties, that if an MP has been sitting on the agreed seats in the House of Commons for 25 years, they probably will get a knighthood. There are a few today. One of them, Chris Mullin, did fantastic work to go get the Birmingham Six freed after they were unjustly jailed. So the counterbalance is, OK, if you think, well, these people are just getting it for doing their job, then let's celebrate and let's find more people who've gone well above and beyond their job or haven't even been paid for the work they're doing. And that's what I always say. Yes, there are some people who seem just to be getting it for doing the job. So let's pull in and find all those others who really deserve it.
Well, Lesley, thank you for joining us. Thank you for giving us your insight into it. Lesley Hussell, awards and honours expert at Awards Intelligence, who's been taking a close look at the list that we've seen this morning.
This is LBC